What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Too Savage for Democrats podcast.
You didn't want to do that thing?
What thing?
Bow my bed and or breakfast in bed.
Or breakfast in head?
Yeah.
Well, we were deciding which was more, which you'd prefer. If you'd prefer breakfast in bed or breakfast in head. What? That was funny. That was good. No, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. We're rolling.
Terrible.
Rolling.
How many times have we ever restarted a fucking show?
Do you want me to restart this one? Or should we just roll?
Just go. We're already halfway through it. Let's go.
Not even halfway through it. I can restart it if that's what you want. Anyway, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Too Savage for Democrats podcast, episode number 82. And this episode of the podcast is brought to you by the Patreon. That's right. We have a Patreon for the podcast, an exclusive Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/TSFDpod, where you get access to a private Discord with all the other Patreons, where we have a bunch of exclusive content, calls, gaming sessions, a bunch of awesome stuff, epic chats.
That sound gayer than shit, but yeah, keep going.
So you have that, and then you get access to the full video podcast, as well as a bunch of other stuff as well. So go to patreon.com/TSFDpod to get access to that.
And hey, I know we haven't mentioned it before, but if you are listening on iTunes, please leave a review. It helps us get noticed more and more. It helps us, expand our reach of listenership. So,
dude, actually, when I looked at the reviews, when I
said that,
when you said that, I went and looked,
and
they were overall pretty positive. People were saying some nice stuff, and then there was one. I'm not even gonna read it, but there was one guy who was just like, very disappointed with the show, won't be tuning in again, or something like that. Just some random guy.
Thanks,
I
bye.
was like, nice, dude, Hey, and if you want to leave a bad review, don't.
Or do, just so we can read them we'll read them on the show and be like,
oh yeah, we should read no, don't do it, because it'd be a funny segment to read bad reviews, but I don't want the podcast to be like fucking 1 star, because everyone's trying to get their review read. We'll read the good reviews even more.
We'll read the good reviews and then.
But I don't want. But the thing is, But see, we're encouraging negative reviews on the show.
Leave a good review. We'll read your review.
Yeah, we'll read your review.
And then if the ones that we really like, if like they're really, top tier, then we'll read those on the podcast.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll do that, and that can be your job. Since you don't do
anything
anything else around here, I set up the whole. Here's Steven, and remember, producer Steve. Okay, this is Steven pre-show. No, this is Steven.
I saw something funny. What
and
can
this
I
is
say?
me. Like set up the whole studio, getting everything ready to go.
Yeah, and then you were like, "Hey, take a video of me and make it seem like like you're not doing anything. It'll be funny, and I'll post it on my Instagram."
Now you just freaking the cat's out of the bag, dude.
But only the listeners know now.
Only the listeners know, but that's pretty much everybody who's going to care about that original video. So now they know, and you ruined it. So I hope you're happy with the fact that you just ruined the only good thing that was going on yet. A lot of good things coming on the show.
There's a lot more good things that are getting ruined by our politicians right now.
Dude.
Not necessarily our politicians.
I officially.
California's politicians.
No, dude. I officially had it up to here with COVID. Because it's taken right? Fans in the sporting arenas, right? Which I'm not that against, because it's like sports are kind of cringe anyway. So it's fine if they lose all their money. But it was like fans in the sports, you have to wear a mask everywhere you go. Someplace you can't sit inside. I mean, we don't have that issue. But there's a lot of cringe. They've taken it too far, I will say. They just, in LA, which doesn't surprise me, they've now banned door-to-door trick-or-treating. Look at this.
So what
this is from Los Angeles CBS Local. Door-to-door trick-or-treating. Can't see anything. Door-to-door trick-or-treating is not allowed.
These coming off?
Well, they're coming off when I'm reading.
Well, I can't see anything anyway.
Okay, yeah, well, they're coming off then. Door-to-door trick-or-treating is not allowed. LA County releases guidelines for Halloween. So let's read some of these Halloween guidelines. Meanwhile, if you do decide, you say, hey, you know what? They're ruining trick-or-treating, but why don't we just have like a little shindig? Have like 6 people over to the house, have a barbecue, your power gets shut off. I mean, why would anybody voluntarily live in LA? I just don't understand, like, It's at the level of like you're being kidnapped if you live there. You know,
like I was telling you, my brother and sister-in-law, they moved back here from L.A.
Oh,
mostly because their jobs are, they're all remote, so they're like, yeah, let's move back here just to, for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Since they're not going to probably go back till the beginning of the year or farther.
Yeah.
But they were like, oh, we'll just move back. And I'm like, so you guys are moving back for good? Like, well, we're thinking about it.
Oh,
surprising.
That means yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like people are like, well, flyover country sucks. Like, it's the whole narrative, So why would you want to live in Kansas? You got cornfields. And then meanwhile, they're in L.A., sucking in carbon dioxide.
I was born in the dark.
Yeah, they're freaking, it's just the most. And then their skies are full of soot. Did you know that we had, anyway, let's get back to the topic. I just, okay, the problem with this new mic stand is there's no comfortable way to read the article. It's fine. I'll do this. There are no trick-or-treating, no parties, no carnivals, and no festivals. Now there's going to be no Santa. Kids, California will ban Santa.
COVID killed Santa.
COVID killed Santa. That'd be horrible. These are just a few of the Halloween traditions put on hold
Mrs.
this year.
Claus is going to take over.
She'll like get everybody's gift wrong.
Bring everybody sandwiches. I'm sorry.
Why the fuck do I get a sandwich? Ask for Buzz Lightyear.
This is all I could make on a short schedule.
She like changes like feminism up at they have some riot in the North Pole. Like replace all the workers with women. They're just pumping out sandwiches. These are just a few of them. So door-to-door trick-or-treating is not allowed because it can be very difficult to maintain proper social distancing on porches and at front doors, especially in the neighborhoods that are popular with trick-or-treaters. Los Angeles County Department of Health. But you know what? It isn't, because you can just put that little bucket out there and, like the take one bucket. You just put the take one bucket out.
No, because then all the little kids are digging their hands in and fucking...
They wear gloves. I don't know, but don't ban Halloween, especially when it's for Dude, how many kids have died of it? It's like there's almost none.
There's like a couple thousand, I think.
Is there really a couple thousand?
I think so.
That's still nothing. I mean,
like
I don't even think
2,000.
No way.
Okay, 2,000 as of the numbers of like the 160,000 people, not the numbers that came out a couple weeks ago.
Which numbers came out a couple weeks ago?
The numbers that were like, actually it's only 6%.
Oh, dude, we're getting into something. There was a big story that came out about Nashville. Did you hear about that? Mm-hmm. Lying about the numbers. And they just didn't even post them because they weren't bad enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're banning trick-or-treating. They're banning parties. You can't have barbecues. You can't breathe fresh air. I mean, when does it end, And now they're talking, because the vaccine's now coming out super quickly, which I don't trust.
No.
Did you hear about the guy who got the AstraZeneca vaccine, the pharmaceutical company AstraZeneca? One of the people who got, it's sad, it's not funny, but one of the people who got the vaccine had spinal cord damage. Yeah. So they had to like halt the vaccine production. And then Trump's on Twitter, the vaccine's coming, it looks so successful and so amazing. It's just, so people are very healthy when they take it. And I retweeted, I was like, really? How about the guy with the spinal cord damage? He gets a vaccine. We were talking about that last week. They like inject you and then you go, "Ugh."
Immediately turn into a potato.
Yeah, you just turn into something. He's safe from COVID. Don't worry. Paralyzed. Like wheeling you out.
All right, see ya. Just dump you on the sidewalk.
They dump you out of they dump you out of like the window. You go fall and hit the ground. They go.
That's
COVID death number 5. Yeah,
COVID death.
God, dude, what is this? The Dark Humor podcast? Is this Dark Humor Thursdays?
Everybody loves dark humor.
Everybody does love dark humor. They do, but yeah, they're
a couple people, except for a couple people who we know as the prudes.
But they still like it. I feel like everybody. There's just certain dark humor. Everybody likes dark humor until it's something dark that applies to like them. Also, I just realized that nail is about to come out, dude.
Oh man,
that is like not good.
I'm just not gonna move it.
Yeah, don't even touch it because it goes ding.
Not touching. Not touching.
Not touching. Yeah, so they're banning Halloween. Halloween has officially been banned because of COVID.
Well, so I mean, they're worried about like social distancing.
Yeah.
With trick or treating, but like, can't you just like stand on your porch, have them stand like walking up your sidewalk, and just start fucking pelting them with Hershey bars or something?
See, I think this sets it up for something cool though, because I think you can turn this now into like the goal should be to scare the kids away so that they don't even come to the door. So like I'm gonna have like 5 of those mummy. Dude, I wanted to do this so badly for Halloween, is like dress up like a scarecrow and just sit on the porch like this, and then when kids come, just go, ah! And like scare the shit out of them. But every year I feel bad about it because I feel like I could do it. I mean, if I was wearing like the full thing, I just went
and just like sat in the chair.
I'll just sit like this. Like, you know, because every scarecrow is just like this. So I'll be like, and then a kid will come walking up. But then it's going to be some like 5-year-old kid. And then the parents are down there. I'm going to get punched. Can you imagine a parent just say, okay, go to the door. It's okay. No, it's not real. It's okay. Just go to the door. And then I'm like, ugh, and just scare the shit out of it.
What you should do is whenever they knock on the door, like have the bowl of candy.
That's what I should
You know,
do.
like just like holding it in your arm or something like that. And so they have to like grab it, and whenever they reach for it, just kind of like and like grab their arm. Like don't say anything, just. And then they're gonna run screaming to their parents, and the parents will be, "What happened? The scarecrow moved." It's like it didn't move; it was fake. You're just imagining things. Our kid needs to go to a psych ward.
Or the dad's gonna come back. What are you doing, touching my kid? And just punch me, dude. You can never be too sure now with freaking Cuties out, bro.
Oh.
They might think it's something going
And
on.
that dropped this week, didn't it?
Cuties dropped, and Cuties is creepy. Like Cuties, it was just as creepy as everybody said. I posted a clip of it. You know,
I didn't even watch it.
I didn't watch
I
any
didn't
of
want
it.
to get like.
I was hoping that like somebody else would watch it, and then I could like ask them about it. Nobody's watching it, which is good. God bless the fact that
Nobody's watching.
nobody's watching it, and Netflix is losing a ton of money. But
Because everybody's like or getting rid of their memberships because they're like, fuck that.
well, Netflix isn't even the best one anymore.
No, by far.
I'm an Amazon Prime guy, Prime Video.
But
But now we got the Amazon, which we're gonna get to in a second. Well, I'm not even gonna get in because I'm going to drop it on you, but let's start with Cuties, because this has been like the week of pedophilia. I mean, it really has. We missed
the week of pedophiles.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
So,
oh shit.
We'll pick it up. Oh God, I need the pen, or else I'm going to be COVID vaccine frozen on the thing. No, but dude, like we take last week off, and there's so much like pedo news going on, and it's always been this kind of. Now, I don't think it's like this. I don't think it's the massive problem that everybody's saying. You know, everyone's like, pedophiles all over the place. I think what's happening is there's always been kind of that conspiracy, which is true. Literally, a conspiracy is 2 bad people plotting to do something bad. That's a conspiracy. Yeah. And then a theory is somebody guessing that there was a conspiracy.
Like
Conspiracies happen.
All of Alex Jones's videos were conspiracy theories until now they're being proven.
Well,
correct.
Conspiracies happen all the time.
Yeah.
I hate how they make it seem like a conspiracy theory is some like radical thing. It's like, no, it's a theory about people planning something evil. That's all it is.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But so yeah, but now I feel like those, like the people with the Pizzagate people and everything like that, they've now gotten a taste of pedophilia, and so they're like just clawing and so children. Like I don't think it's as big of an issue, but it's definitely creepy.
Yeah.
Like, do I think that Cuties is literal pedophilia? No, I don't think it's actual.
I don't think it's meant to be like
No.
child porn or anything.
But what
I think
it is it's the slippery slope leading in that direction.
I think it's like, well, we can normalize this, so why don't we normalize, since we're already sexualizing these little kids, why don't we normalize this?
Well, it's making it easier,
this?
yeah, because there's, because then you do something a little bit worse, and then you go, oh, well, we had Cuties, so I mean, this is just the next step.
Yeah.
And then and then there's
Come
gonna
on,
be, and then
follow
Cuties
me.
too. They're just gonna be butt ass naked, twerking on the thing. I just want to know when. Anyway, so we had Cuties that came out.
Makes me fucking sick.
It does make me sick, dude.
And we just had Red Robin, so like I don't want to throw that up, but
don't.
fuck.
And if you do that way,
Oh, you're wearing all black. It's not like it's gonna stain.
Oh
You're over here looking like
no, because if you throw up, then I'll go. And then
you're looking like goth senior. Fucking got my leather jacket, my black skinny jeans, and my black t-shirt.
these are not skinny jeans.
Those are so fucking.
These
skinny
are not
jeans.
skinny jeans.
And my black skinny
Look at
jeans.
this. These are not. Look.
I have my jacket on so you can't see my wrists.
I would not be able to do this if they were skinny jeans. Skinny jeans would be like this. They'd be all the way back. Like that, These are not skinny jeans. Do not accuse me of wearing skinny jeans.
I seen you. You've worn skinny jeans before.
I have not worn
Yes,
skinny.
you did.
When?
Back in high school.
I never wore skinny jeans in high school. You were wearing skinny jeans in high school.
I couldn't get them past my fat ass.
Yeah, CEO of sagging.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, I would sag like a fag.
Dude, that's what my grandpa always used to say. That's why I'm so against sagging. Because we'd be driving down the street and there'd be somebody sagging. He'd go, that person gets it in the ass. Dude, honestly, like, no, it was so funny because, like, there's that claim. I don't know if it's true. Everyone's like so quick to say it's not true. And I'm
Whenever,
like,
like
how would
in
you
jail
know?
or
They'll
whatever,
say in
yeah.
jail if you're sagging, it means
You're inviting people
that you
to-
aren't somebody's bitch yet,
Yeah.
and that you're inviting
you want to be
Yeah.
someone's bitch. Yeah.
So
I've heard it. But
I've
I
heard
don't-
it too. I don't know if it's true.
Never
But when
been
you
to
say
jail,
it, people
so I
go,
don't
"That's
know."
not true." It's like, oh, really? How do you know? Do you
You
know
been?
the actual butt sex protocol in prison? Because, dude. Anyway, let's get
Got
back to the
big Ron's in the corner. I see you ain't nobody's bitch yet.
And you're like, no, I am.
I got a fucking harem.
It's disgusting. Anyway, California legislator passes a bill reducing penalties for oral, anal sex with willing children. This is happening in California.
Well, what? Fucking excuse me?
Yeah. They reduced the penalties. Let's get into the article.
What
California
was the penalty originally? Does
I'm
it
just
say?
going to get into the article.
Does it say?
I haven't even gotten into the article.
Well, read it then, bitch.
That's what I'm doing.
Quit sagging.
California lawmakers passed a bill Monday that would reduce penalties for adults who have oral or anal sex with a willing minor child if the sex offender is within 10 years age of the victim. The bill now heads to the desk of Governor Gavin Newsom. According to SB 145, the legislation, quote, would exempt from mandatory registration a sex offender, quote, a person convicted of certain offenses involving minors, if the person is not more than 10 years older than the minor, and if that offense is the only one requiring the person to register. The measure would allow a judge to decide if an adult who engages in oral or anal sex with a child must register as a sex offender if the person is within 10 years age of the victim.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
What the fuck's up with like?
So if you're like, let's just say this.
Well, no, like why is it only oral or anal? What happened to vaginal?
I don't know. I'm not asking, dude.
I'm being for fucking real. Like, what is that? Like a totally different legislation? And it's like, hey, if you have vaginal sex though, that's just perfectly fine. You know.
No, I think
You're
sex.
You're 19 and she's 11. Sounds good.
But see, here's my thing, and this is like what they're doing, is they're saying, well, certain types of sex with minors, that's okay, you know? Vaginal sex is not. But if you just do oral sex, if you just have a 13-year-old give you a sloppy top, no big problem, you know? Maybe if you get
funny.
it's not funny. Maybe if you get a little fudge dipped, not a big issue. But
it's not funny. I'm not laughing. Keep going.
we can't laugh. We can't laugh.
But you say
We
shit
can't laugh.
like that.
Don't laugh. If you let them give you a little fudge dipped. If you
Breathing all over the mic.
It's not bad.
Please stop.
We'll lower the consequence if they're within 10 years. I mean, think about that, dude. If you're a 23-year-old dude, that would mean that like a 13-year-old girl could slob on your knob.
Stop! You fucking asshole.
Don't laugh.
Okay,
You're making me laugh. I'm keeping her straight face. I'm stone face. I'm going like this. Okay.
let's go.
She could slob on your knob, and you could get minimal sentence and not have to register as a sex offender if that's the only one. Which means now you got these pedophiles walking around.
Also, that's another cause for debate. Pedophile or
It's pedophile.
pedophile?
It's pedophile. I just said
Because I've also heard pedophile.
that's like the British version.
Is that what it is?
That's
Okay.
what it is.
All right.
Yeah.
It's 'cause
But
British
this, I mean,
spelled-
honestly, we're joking.
weird.
We're like joking around about it, but this is
It's fucked
truly,
up.
truly creepy. I mean, it really is. You
It's
know?
like it's honestly beyond fucked up.
it's
like
way
the
beyond
fact-
because it's like
The fact that
let's-
they're like
let's talk about-
they basically just made like having sex with the child illegal.
well, and let's talk about the willing child that they talk about. What the fuck? Like, can't vote, can't join the military, can't buy cigarettes, can't drink, but can say it's okay to have sex. I mean, it's like, why? That's like the least thing, or the at the bottom of the list of things that I would allow children to decide to do with somebody who's 10 years older than them. You know. Now, if it's like 20 and 30. That's completely different than 10 and 20, right?
But 20 and 30 wouldn't apply to the law.
No, it wouldn't apply to that. But what I'm saying
so
is,
like, but
yeah.
I see what you're saying. Like if it's like 17, like almost 18, and I don't know, like a 26-year-old, it's still creepy. But but if you were to like move it up to like in age range, just the same.
What happened
same
to just?
distance,
Here's the
moving it
rule. Here's the rule. And I know this is controversial in 2020. This is very controversial. So you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
This is very, very controversial. I'm
Lay
about
it
to
on
say
me.
something that's going to shock the world.
Lay it on me.
Don't have sex with somebody that's under the age of an adult. And that, I mean, I feel like it was pretty bold, you know? Because you got California out here saying, well, as long as they're just 10 years younger, you know?
I mean, if we're being honest, though,
Yeah.
like as a 16-year-old man, whenever I was a 16-year-old, not man, 16-year-old boy.
I was a man at 16.
When I was a 16-year-old boy,
Yeah.
I was hitting the sheets.
But you're hitting the sheets with girls that are 16.
And I was actually hitting the sheets with girls that were older than me.
Yeah, but you weren't hitting the sheets with the girls like 28.
No, it was like...
And I do...
It was like I was a sophomore and she was a senior. So it was like 2-year difference.
Yeah.
And
But I do feel like there's and look, I'm not saying it's okay, but I feel like there's kind of a double standard in terms of younger boy having sex with older woman versus older man having sex. They're both equally as bad, but there definitely is that double standard, you know?
Yeah,
like especially when it comes to teachers.
Oh.
Like I feel like
that's all over the news in Oklahoma.
If you have sex with the hot teacher, because we all had the hot teacher in school, you know?
Did we?
I did. Dude, my senior year math teacher.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
dude.
She was
like the track
she was
coach.
all right. She was
All right.
Yeah, all
Mike
right.
took us.
She
was
was all
smoking,
right,
dude. If the younger boy has sex with the older teacher that's a girl, I feel like, and look, it's not excusable. It's still bad, but I feel like boys are like, dude, nice. Like you bagged the hot teacher, you know, whereas like if it's like, it's the same thing. It's still pedophilia. It's still bad. It should not happen, but it's looked at completely differently when it's like the old dude teacher.
I agree.
You know,
but at the same time, in most states,
yeah,
the teacher, whether male or female, will get hit with a.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad. I'm glad.
Having to register and shit.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma, it happens a lot.
Oh,
I mean,
doesn't surprise me. I feel like the
all
further
the time.
south you get,
Pardon?
huh? I feel like the further
What,
south.
you think we're all fucking inbred or something?
You're from the same place as me, dog.
Nah.
Yeah, we literally grew up down the street from each other.
Nah.
This motherfucker moves to Oklahoma for like 6 months, and he's like, "Are we all inbred?"
I don't think you realize I was born in Oklahoma.
Were you?
No.
No.
But
I was born in Oklahoma.
I do identify I identify as an Oklahoman
Oh yeah.
because well, I just feel like I should be an Oklahoman.
Yeah.
You're a cis Kansan.
I'm a cis Kansan. I was actually born in Missouri. Thank you.
So you're a liar.
Yeah. No. So there's that. So this again, this is kind of blackpilling because we had cuties, and a couple of weeks ago we're like, cuties is the worst thing. Now we have now we have this, and I couldn't even believe this. I had to read the article because I was like, this cannot be legitimate. This cannot be a thing.
Don't believe what
Lo
you
and
read
behold,
on the internet.
no, but lo and behold, it's a thing.
Oh god.
All right.
Oh, am I gonna throw up?
No. I mean, damn bit wit. Mom finds a sex toy on Amazon. Okay.
Okay.
So she sees a sex toy. She's looking through Amazon. I don't know why she's looking at sex
yeah.
toys.
Okay. We should. I want to know the
Maybe
context
somebody
of that,
was. Somebody else was. Anyway, and we'll get into the article.
Yeah.
Sees the sex toy.
Mm-hmm.
Realizes the sex toy is an exact replica of her daughter.
Is it like a doll?
It's a sex doll. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no, it's a doll. Yeah.
I didn't know like what kind of
No, I mean
toy
there's like the
was.
picture right there. So like, see, I'm not going to show it on the screen, but
my God, that's
it's
fucking uncanny.
yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good.
That's like in the uncanny valley. You know, the uncanny
I didn't even
valley.
realize
like
that
fucking,
they had sex dolls that were that realistic yet.
Yeah.
But that looks exact. And so,
and the worst part is that's a fucking like
It's
7-year-old kid.
it's a recreation of the kid.
That's
How creepy is that?
put that on a Lolita Express. Let's go down to the island, boys.
No, not
That's
us.
what that.
We're staying
No,
away
that's
from
what that fucking is, though.
Yeah, but we're
Like that's definitely something that they would have fucking bought to
Oh,
fly.
for sure. But it's just
like,
like
hey, we gotta fly. I need a little something something. It's like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of
I
here.
like that girl on Facebook. Make me a doll. Like that's what it's coming down to. Like they're seeing pictures. So hold on. A Florida mom has suffered a parent's worst nightmare after learning her daughter's image was stolen and turned into a child sex doll that was being sold illegally or legally on Amazon and other adult websites. Why is it doing it? Why? It keeps closing the article.
They don't want you to read it.
It doesn't want me to read it. The
get
mother,
into deep talk
who
about
wishes
this
to be only
conspiracy.
identified as Terry, was left horrified last month when she came across a picture of an advertisement for a child sex doll that resembles her 8-year-old daughter. Terry said she received a message from a friend on August 12th alerting her of the doll that had been for sale for just $599 on Amazon. Quote, I read the message from my friend, saw the image, and instantly started to cry uncontrollably. I couldn't imagine some sicko would use my daughter's photo to create something so ugly and evil and to be used for abuse by pedophiles. The doll, which has been since removed from Amazon, was listed on a website as a high-quality sex dolly live dolls for men. There were also a number of disturbing customer reviews for the item, including one posted in May saying, good item during these times.
Oh,
Terry said she
Jesus.
was in shock and, I mean, this is just disgusting. She said she had posted a photo of the little girl in a Facebook group where she shares updates on Kat's illness, community project, and modeling work. Terry believes the sex doll was modeled after a picture of Kat she shared in the group that showed her sitting on a couch with her legs crossed with a stuffed animal in her hand. So she posts... Now, look. I'm against social media. Like, I hate it. I do it, obviously, but, like, I'm against putting private and personal stuff on social media. Like,
Yeah.
I use it strictly for business. And even on my personal account, it's like...
It's still not.
it's not like I'm posting. So I try to keep it pretty personal, but I plan on deleting all my social media one day. I'm going to still do the podcast, but, like, down the road, I want to get rid of everything. And I've never understood
never
why people... And I don't know if you guys... But you guys are on private Facebook.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't understand how people post pictures of their kid, you know, on social media.
Like, all of our shit is, like, private to the point where only people
Only
we're
you guys can
friends
see
with.
it, yeah. But
see
even,
it.
like, don't you ever get a little bit concerned that, like, Facebook could get in there and just get the picture?
Yeah, that's
Like,
why I don't post much of it.
yeah.
I mean, the only photo I've really ever posted of my son is a photo of me and him, and he's asleep on my chest,
And you're
not
asleep.
even facing the camera,
Yeah.
and I'm asleep.
Yeah, you guys are... Yeah.
That's the only photo I've ever posted of him.
Yeah.
She posts pictures of him all the
Which
fucking
is fine.
time,
But it's like... I just... Like, that scares me, you know? Because once you post a picture of your kid on social media, that's it for their privacy. I mean, think about it. Like, the kids... I watched this video. It was Julian Assange. And he was, like, the last free generation, like, truly free generation. Like, we think about freedom. And we think about, oh, you know, right to bear arms. Right to this, right to that. And then the right to privacy. The last free generation was Generation X because the other generations after that, like the millennials, and the millennials to a certain extent. But since social media has come around, like, parents literally post every stage of progress. They post, oh, here's a picture of me with a beard. Here's a picture of me without a beard. Here's a picture of me with long hair. Here's a picture of me without long. Like, they have a way of tracking you. Like, it used to be you're on the fucking lam and the cops are coming after you and you just, like, grow your hair and grow a beard. And then you're like, the cameras can't detect you.
Yeah.
You know? Now it's like there's pictures of you all over the place, and kids now are having their pictures posted all over the place, and their privacy's ruined because of the fact that that's happening.
Yep.
Now it's something that some people don't see. I personally think it's gonna get worse down the road. I think that is going to be used down the road.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. I mean, the way we're already heading, nobody has privacy anymore, pretty much.
No, privacy is a thing of the past, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, everything, like your phone listens to you. They track you based on the cell towers. I saw Edward Snowden on Joe Rogan which was a good interview. He came on again, and then he talked. I mean, it's like depressing to listen to it because the whole time he's like, well, they track you this way, they track you that way. It's like, it's bad.
And to all the people, I know this probably pissed some people off. The people that are worried about like a microchip or something being in this vaccine that's coming out for COVID.
Yeah.
I don't think, like, there's no idea in my mind that they're going to put a microchip to track you in. I mean, fuck, we bought
carry
microchips.
around our own microchips.
We bought the microchip.
Yeah, this is the microchip. I mean, we already carried around.
It's like, why would they want to put like a microchip in you? Like,
yeah, and somebody will catch on to that. And it'll be a big thing. All they did was sell you a phone.
yeah,
And they're just like, oh, here you go, take your phone. You can do everything on it. And you're like, sweet. And then you get a microchip coming. They can track you all over the place. There's that. Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah. It's creepy. And I'm not a fan of technology. But again, you have to do it. I'm telling people, dude, I'm getting a flip phone. Everybody thinks I'm messing with them. I'm not. I am legitimately, I want to get a flip phone. That's like, that'd be so baller. And I feel like they're just fun. You know, you go, hello.
Are you going to get the Motorola Razors?
Dude, I'd love
those
to.
were like
you can't
the
even,
shit.
Well, because I went to the Sprint store because my phone is just shattered.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to the people, and they were like, because it was like a 40-minute wait, so I'm just fucking around with like the desk guy.
All right.
And I was like, so what if I want to get a flip phone, what do I do? And he was like, well, we have to call one in, we order it, and you can get it. And I was like, dude, flip phone gang. Like, I might actually get a flip. Now, I would still keep like this as I would keep this on Wi-Fi.